Alright guys, so about a month ago I made an alternative story about Gohan being in the tournament of power, and you guys really seem to like the part 1 of this story, and guys, today I have part 2 for you guys. And before I begin, I just want to say that this story, it is 100% fan made. It is nothing official, it is not a part of the original story. It has been made by me, it is 100% fan made. And guys, right now, let's get started. And for those of you that have not seen part 1 of the story just yet, I'll play it right now, and guys, part 2 will begin immediately after part 1 is done. So as the tournament of power was happening, myself and many other fans, we expected to see a little bit more from Gohan. But guys, we did not get what we wanted. Gohan was heavily underused in the tournament of power. Like, they could have done so much more with Gohan, but they did not do that, and with that, some fans were a little disappointed. In the tournament of power, we seen Gohan versus Toppo for just a little bit, and that was pretty much it. Myself, I really wanted to see Gohan versus Toppo for a little bit longer, but guys, we did not get that. But in this story, everything changes. This fight between Gohan versus Toppo becomes something else, and we start the story off with when Gohan was taking on Toppo. As Gohan was seeing Goku and Vegeta take on Jiren, Gohan had an idea, and that was to buy time for Goku and Vegeta to heal up, to rest up, and that was by taking on Jiren. See, Gohan knew that he was nothing up against Jiren, but Gohan knew that even if he could give Goku and Vegeta even 1 minute to rest up, they'll bring their stamina back. The energy will be preserved for the final battle. But as Gohan was heading towards Jiren, suddenly Toppo came in front of him. And guys, with this right now we have Gohan versus Toppo. And the first thing that Toppo says to Gohan is, "Where do you think you're going? If I let you take on Jiren, that's an insult to myself and the entire Pride Troopers. You are nothing compared to Jiren." And as Gohan is taking on Toppo, Toppo is attacking Gohan from all over the place. Gohan has only landed 2 punches out of the hundreds that were thrown. And guys, these 2 punches were nothing for Toppo. It did not affect Toppo in any kind of way at all. And suddenly with anger, Biru says it's over for Gohan. And guys, at that very moment, Toppo launches his final blast on Gohan. And with that, Gohan right now is on the ground, and he's very lifeless. After that, Toppo walks up to Gohan, and then he picks Gohan up by the head, and then Toppo says "worthless." And guys, after that, Toppo punches Gohan right in the chest, and with this, once again, Gohan is on the ground. And as Gohan is laying on the ground, he sees Universe 7, he sees Earth, he sees Videl and Pan. And with this, Gohan slowly starts getting up. And guys, right now Toppo is shocked. He has no idea how this is possible. And not just Toppo, everyone that is watching, they're in shock. But suddenly, Whis notices something, but he has no idea what this actually is. So he keeps on watching without saying anything to anyone. And once again with this, the battle between Toppo and Gohan starts. But this time the opposite is happening. The tables have finally turned. And guys, with this, Gohan is finally able to land more hits on Toppo. And these hits that Gohan is landing on Toppo, these are not just normal hits. These are very powerful hits that Gohan is landing. And not just power, this also had precision as well. And right now Toppo cannot do a single thing up against Gohan. He's truly outmatched against Gohan. And guys, suddenly Gohan launches his Kamehameha at Toppo. And Gohan's Kamehameha is so powerful that it rips apart Toppo's armor. Right now Toppo is on his knees and he is heavily damaged. But then slowly Toppo starts getting up. And then Toppo says, "Justice. Justice is worthless now. I have made up my mind." And guys, with this, Toppo unleashes his God of Destruction power. And suddenly, he comes and punches Gohan right in the face. And guys, everyone is shocked by the power that Toppo is outputting. And then Biru says, "Oh no." But then guys, suddenly we see fear and shock on God of Destruction Toppo's face. And Toppo sees that Gohan is slowly turning around. And the punch that God of Destruction Toppo landed on Gohan, it had no effect on Gohan. And slowly in fear, Toppo starts walking back. He has no idea how this is possible. But then suddenly Toppo launches the energy of destruction right at Gohan. And guys, as the energy ball is about to hit Gohan, it suddenly stops in mid-air, only inches away from Gohan. And Toppo has nothing but shock on his face. And what Toppo does next is it starts pushing the energy of destruction with everything he has got. But it doesn't even move 1 inch towards Gohan, and out of nowhere, Gohan starts walking right through the energy of destruction. And with this, right now everyone is in genuine shock. All the God of Destruction have no idea how this is even possible. And then Belmont of Universe 11, God of Destruction, he says, now him too? And what Belmont means is, now that Goku has Ultra Instinct, is it possible that Gohan right now has that as well? But then guys, Whis, Vados, and Margarita, they all say that this is not Ultra Instinct. This is something else that they cannot figure out. They have no idea what this is. And when they finish talking, Gohan starts powering up. And guys, we see all kinds of aura coming out of Gohan. We see Super Saiyan. We see the Mystic form. We see Super Saiyan Blue. We see Super Saiyan God. And we also see Ultra Instinct aura as well. And no one has any idea on what is exactly happening. Whatever Gohan is awakened, it is not Ultra Instinct. It is something else. And all this time, without even saying a single word, Piccolo has just been observing. And finally, he has figured out what is happening to Gohan. Alright guys, so now part 2 begins. The reason why Piccolo was the only one that knew what was going on, that is because Piccolo has seen this before when he was training with Gohan. Before the Tournament of Power began, Gohan and Piccolo went into the hyperbolic time chamber. And guys, in there, Piccolo pushed Gohan to his absolute limits. And not only Piccolo pressured Gohan, but he also broke Gohan down like nothing before. And one day as they were training in the hyperbolic time chamber, Gohan was pushed even beyond his own breaking point. And guys, at that very moment, as Gohan was on the ground and Piccolo was about to land the final blow on Gohan to knock him out, suddenly Piccolo noticed that there was a strange heat that was coming out of Gohan, and Gohan's energy was getting higher and higher, and Gohan was going through some strange transformation that Piccolo has never seen before. And as Gohan got up from the ground, Piccolo punched Gohan directly in the face. But guys, that punch had no effect on Gohan, and Gohan with his eyes closed, he punched Piccolo right in the stomach. And as Piccolo looked down on Gohan's hands were not on Piccolo, it was behind Piccolo, because that punch went right through Piccolo's stomach. And guys, Piccolo was in immense amounts of shock. But suddenly Gohan lost consciousness, and he just fainted and he fell on the ground once again. And at this time, Piccolo was heavily damaged and he was bleeding a lot. His life was slowly fading away. But luckily, Piccolo has some senzu beans with him, and that is how Piccolo was able to survive the immense amounts of damage they took from Gohan. And when Piccolo was okay, he realized something, and that something was, whatever this power is, this power took control of Gohan. And Piccolo realized that Gohan lost complete controls of himself. And not only that, Gohan was immensely ruthless. It was like Gohan was attacking Piccolo with the intent to end his life. And guys, right now in the Tournament of Power, everyone is in genuine shock. All the gods and everyone, they have no idea what is happening. And Toppo, who's fighting up against Gohan, he's also shocked as well. And he's really angry that he cannot do a single thing up against Gohan. And with anger and frustration, Toppo attacks Gohan head on. Right as Toppo's punch is about to hit Gohan directly, Gohan just disappears from the front of Toppo. And guys, he appears right behind Toppo. And Toppo has nothing but shock on his face. And what Gohan does next is he just elbows Toppo directly in the back of his head. And you guys, with this, Toppo is completely knocked out. And after that, Gohan just kicks the lifeless body of Toppo out of the Tournament of Power ring. And with this, Toppo is eliminated. And you guys, after that, Dispo comes up to Gohan and he says, "That was just luck. You think you're fast?" And guys, after that, Dispo runs directly towards Gohan. But then Dispo suddenly switches direction and he heads the other way. And guys, after that, he comes and attacks Gohan all over the place, and Gohan cannot keep up. That's what it seems like. But then as Dispo is running really fast at max speed, he looks back and he sees that Gohan is still behind him. and he's just standing there. But as Dispo turns his head and he looks forward, hundreds of feet away right in front of Dispo, Gohan is just standing right there. And guys, with this, Dispo loses his mind completely, as he has no idea how Gohan just did that. He has no idea how Gohan was able to move this fast, this quick. Gohan right now is hundreds of feet away from Dispo, but guys, suddenly Gohan just disappears. But then suddenly Gohan just appears right in front of Dispo. Gohan is directly in the face of Dispo, and Dispo has nothing but fear on his face. And guys, Dispo tries to get away from Gohan, but Gohan immediately grabs onto Dispo, and Gohan just starts torturing Dispo like nothing that we have seen before. And then Gohan grabs onto Dispo's right hand and he just breaks it. And from far away, Piccolo says, "No, Gohan, stop this." And also Goku says, "Son, what are you doing? Stop this. You already have him beat, just kick him out." But Gohan is not listening to Piccolo or even Goku, and Gohan is still torturing Dispo and is giving him a near-death experience. Dispo right now is so damaged that one more blow from Gohan would claim his life, and Gohan now is preparing an energy blast to hit Dispo with. And as the energy ball is about to hit Dispo, suddenly someone appears right in front of Dispo, and this someone saves the life of Dispo by blocking the energy blast that Gohan hit Dispo with. And guys, this someone is none other than Jiren. Anyways, you guys, that is about it. That's all I have for you guys today. Do let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. And guys, this is not the end of the story. I have a part 3 for you guys. So if you guys want to see part 3, then give this video a huge thumbs up. And also guys, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Anyways guys, that is about it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a blessed day, my friends.